this activity, you'll need cotton balls, empty spice jars, and essential oils. So the olfactory sense is the child's sense of smell, so they're going to distinguish between the ones that smell different from the ones that smell the same. So I made 8 jars with 4 different smells, so I made pairs of 2 that smelled the same with a total of 8.
Is this really the same?
Are they the same or different?
The same.
The same? And they're a match. Let me put them next to each other. Okay, grab another one. For this activity, I just used empty spice jars, and I filled one with beans for sound, and the other is empty for no sound. This activity is introduced in the Montessori classroom around age 2.5 before the sound matching cylinders. The purpose of this activity is for the child to use their auditory sense to discriminate between the ones that make sound from the ones that do not make sound. After this, I just made labels that read sound and no sound, so the child can put the one that makes no sound under the no sound label and the one that makes sound under the sound label. And my daughter has already mastered this activity and my son is not quite doing it yet, so I've only made one of each to demonstrate it. But if you have a child that's doing this activity, you can make multiple sound and no sound jars. Hot gluing the lid is important so the contents don't come out and become a choking hazard. No sound.
No sound.
Which one's no sound? Put it where it says no sound. So typically in the Montessori classroom, the sound jars have 12 jars. I am just doing 6 because that's all the jars that I have. I'm going to buy some more and do some more later, but this is 3 different sounds. So the blue and the red are both going to have rice, and then I'm going to have another blue and a red that has beans. I'm just going to put 1 bean in it, and then another one's going to have multiple beans, so it'll give it a different sound. So there'll be 3 different sounds, 6 jars for matching. To get different sounds, you can use a variety of dry materials such as sand, marbles, pasta, rice, beans, coins. For a younger child who is not yet matching, you can make different sound jars just for them to explore and shake and hear different sounds. And give them language such as this one is loud and this one is quiet. When a child has mastered sound matching, they can grade the sounds from loud to quiet. Remember to super glue the lids on so the contents don't come out. And you want to make sure the child cannot see through the jars because they're matching by sound and not sight. This activity can really be fun from ages 1 to 3. My son actually really likes using this ball tracker that I made. It really uses his fine motor skills to try to get the little balls through the hole. I just have to watch him because he did try to put the little balls in his mouth and they're a choking hazard, so I can only do this when I'm watching him, but my daughter also enjoyed doing it. For this activity, you just need a box and some wipe lids. Then we use giant Pom Poms to put inside. This activity works on finger dexterity, fine motor skills, and hand-eye coordination. A baby that is sitting up as young as 6 months can enjoy this activity. A child 18 months and up can begin doing this. I'm just using an old oatmeal jar and then poking holes in the lid. And then you will need pipe cleaners. For this activity, I'm just dyeing some rice. So what I did is I did about 6 cups of rice, which was a little bit too much. But then I put a tablespoon of vinegar for every cup of rice. And then I used a whole container of food coloring. And then you'll just need some sort of container with sides. You can use a plastic container with sides. We had a wooden tray that had high sides, so I used that.
Oh, what a sound. This must be a nest. I got rocks and sticks against my chest. I'm Alice. Dear Queen of Hearts, I'ma grow you white roses.
Well, what number is this?
So you can
0,
learn
and 0
to
is
be kind.
Nothing.
nothing. That's right. 0 is nothing, so there's nothing in there.
Tell King of Hearts.
This activity, you will need paper towel rolls, a long piece of cardboard which you can cut from a box. You'll need to print out numbers, and then you also need pipe cleaners. You can also use sticks for this activity. You'll need 45 spindles to do this activity. This work teaches the child to attach a quantity to the number symbol 0. For this activity, you'll need 11 toilet paper rolls, or I used paper towel rolls for this activity and I used about 6. But you're going to make 11 slots to hold the spindles. Value of 0, so they start with 1, and then they'll do 1 to 5, and then you go back and say, look, there's no more spindles. Here, let me just show you. So that's all 1. Spindles, and there's nothing in here. That means 0 is nothing. Online you can print out color box 2, which is just color matching, and then this is color box 3. My daughter is working on grading this one color from light to dark. I have the other colors, they're not laminated yet because she's not working on those yet, but she's working on grading this one from light to dark, and then she's going to move on to the other colors once she's mastered this one.
I'ma grow you white roses.